Hi, this is HP, and today I'm gonna talk about the Swampy Blues. Kind of a blues from down the Mississippi. I personally never have been there. I just can tell tales of the big swamps at Lake Greifensee, and they're very extended for those who've been there. So, kind of a swampy Mississippi style blues. I'm gonna talk about everything in detail later, but first I play a few notes that you see how this swampy blues sounds. Yo, and so on. Just some ideas how far you can take the swampy blues. But even for the more beginners among you, there's some stuff here it's really useful to know. So let's get into this tutorial. What do you think, Dr. Pink? Is it worth going to a tutorial? Sometimes Dr. Pink is talking too. Saying, okay, let's go. First, we need to learn the rhythm guitar. Now let's see what is the rhythm guitar doing. First you need to have a drop D tuning, meaning the low E string is now a D. That's the trick, the drop D tuning. And there are two different ways playing the rhythm guitar. First of all, the original way, it would be with the bottleneck. That's something like this. That's the original one. You can play with the acoustic guitar, with the electric guitar, whatever you want, or without the bottleneck. I'm going to show both versions. So that's the rhythm guitar. Now, first, without the bottleneck, we play first the bass note, and then we play the D inside in the 7th fret. Let's play this one here. With the bottleneck, you just would slide in, and then you play the open D string, and then 4th, open D, and open A and D string. So that's the whole thing. A little bit difficult to show this way, that you see everything. Second time, the same thing again, but now you play first the open D string, and then you play, make a bar in the 3rd, and then you slide in the 5th, and that's the first part. With the bottleneck, same thing, just with the bow. That's with bottleneck. And now on this part you may take the middle finger because you cannot use the bottleneck. But on the second one you use the bottleneck because that is really cool. Or you can even use it on the first one. Now comes the groove. Very easy. Easy to play with finger picking. So first you start with the D5. And then first you play the whole chord up till the B string here. 3rd, 2nd fret. Then 3, 5. And to have this accent is very essential on the rhythm guitar. That really gets a punch. And if you play with a bottleneck, I mean, you just play it with the same way, but just keep the... But then you end it up here with a slide up here in the 7th on the D and G string. And that's the whole rhythm guitar. It's a very cool thing. Let's play it with the track now. That's the whole thing. Good. Now we come to the lead guitar. The track is in D. That means we are playing in D. And you can play the D minor pentatonics. And it's very good if you know all pentatonics positions. Now if you have dropped D, don't forget you cannot use the low D string in the normal way anymore. So I basically play in 3 positions of the D minor pentatonics. Is this one here. I skipped the low string here because it's now a D. So this is a position 4 of the pentatonics. And position 3, which would be here, but I only use the lower part. And then I already slide up. 3, 5, 3, 5, slide. 5, 7. Pentatonics is cool to play, but still sounds a little bit flat on this one. We need more spice, because we are on this swamp, and that's not enough. There's been a movie they called the Thing from the Swamp. I saw it a long time ago. Just think of that. I know a guy who I think he has the idea from that movie. Yeah, because that monster from the swamp is really funny. So now we want to spice it up. We spice it up by using the Dorian scale in this case. Dorian scale, for those who have went through the theory boot camp, know the Dorian scale. For those who have not done this short explanation, we just add one note. I mean, we add 2 notes, but we add the essential note of the Dorian if we play in the high position, D minor pentatonics. This one here in the 12th fret, this is the 6th, the interval, the 6th of the scale, and this is really the defining note of Dorian. And if we want to make it really spicy, we just play this interval here. This is this additional note, normal pentatonic, normal pen. You can really hear the spice now. And if you add some delay and you add some wah and some distortion, then we have the spice we need. you can really work pretty cool with that. Now, how you create this pumping effect, as you can hear it in the rhythm guitar. That's a very cool trick which I often use, because sometimes if I really want to have a fat sound, the single note lines doesn't seem to have enough punch to get this really fat sound. You can overcome this problem by using double stops, or you can add the pumping effect. And the pumping effect is a slight pull off with the open string, see? But it's not a full pull off, just a slight, see? Pull off, and then just short a bit before you have the pull off, you go to the next. And that really is a pretty cool effect. And when you double up with delay and wah-wah, that's really cool. See, it's really cool. You can also use this effect on the double stops to double it up, as the word is saying. Really works pretty well. Now, since I was talking about the 3 positions, we want to take the best parts out of these positions. Meaning, like this. This one's pretty cool here. And then we jump in position 4. Why shall we jump down and don't play this up here? Here comes a trick. Now listen, the difference. I play this lick here. Here, 7, 5, 7. Pull off. And I played here, same thing. You hear up here it sounds more dull than down here, and that's the main reason why we switch positions, because we want to get the best sound out of the different positions. Also this little lick we could also play it here. If you played here, same thing down here, it's 7, 6, 7. It doesn't have the same punch as here. Sounds nearly the same, but not exactly the same. If you ever have a pizza with nearly artificial mushrooms and real mushrooms, it has nearly the same taste, but not fully the same taste. Yeah. These details really make the difference if you have a full punch, or you just sound okay, sounds cool, but something is missing here. That is really the difference, and it's worth really checking out these little tricks. Also, when we go down here, then we jump down here in position 3. We could also play it here, but same effect here. It sounds more dull than when we go down. Even sounds nearly the same. It's not the same. As I said, the artificial mushrooms are real mushrooms on the pizza. Now we played a very simple line, but we switch between 3 positions, and that makes the big difference, that it really sounds cool, or just, okay, it's something, but I don't know, something is missing. I'm gonna play with the track now. I'll play with that one now, because yeah, you see why. Okay, now it starts. 1, 2, 3. See, what I did now, I just turned around the lick section, started with a low lick, but they were basically 3 simple licks, and this really creates a cool punch here. And when you add the wah, it's even more punchy at the end. But in this position, which I'm playing here, it's nearly impossible just to have the camera on the guitar and the foot on the wah-wah. And always in between are this pumping it. When you want to go from position 3 to 4, you make the slide here from the 5 to 7, and now you're ready for position 4. And we somehow need to add it up with a high note. And by the way, when you really jump around these positions, you a little bit start to avoid that you always play like. You avoid to play like always this linear stuff, which really everybody in the world is playing, and it really sounds very boring. Yes, now let's get some double stop ideas, of course. I like this one here. Here in the 10th fret on the G and D B string, pull off. Very cool stuff. Or you have here the pinky and the 13 bending on the 12th on the G. And what I really love is this kind of psychobilly thing here. I play a D minor chord here, 15, 14, 13 here, and gives this kind of a twang effect to really exaggerate the whole thing. How do we use the double stops? Let's see. I forgot the delay. Where's the delay? Now it starts. Now doubles. Yo! And that it doesn't matter if you have some dirt inside the sound. What is dirt? It's what is on the floor. Basically, in music, it's this all this noise which you create, especially when you have a lot of delay. But you use the dirt. That's why there's also the Swampy blues, because we are in the mud. And that's a trick if you want to play pitches, if you want to play swampy, dirty stuff, then do it. Doesn't matter if you don't hit the strings exactly. It's the dirt and the pumping effect which is more important than playing precisely. See, I exaggerate now a little bit. That you hear this dirt doesn't really matter in the sound, but the effect is more important. Yo, that's some ideas how to play this swampy blues. I'm gonna play the whole thing again in a more relaxed position. Because only when I have the full screen I can really play with the wah-wah. So let's check it out. Things which I explained, keep your time, relax. You can make effects like this, just keep it going. Add some dirt, now we start. Keep a few notes. Pumping effect. As I said, having the dirt in the soloing makes the difference. If you get the mood, it's always about the mood, what you're going to create. In this case, we want to have the swampy blues, create this dirty, muddy thing. And maybe you have another idea what you want to create. You don't have to follow exactly my pictures. It's about the pictures you want to play, and then just let it go. Don't think too much and just let it go. And that's the way you can start to create real cool stuff, which is your own interpretation and not specifically mine. I mean, I have my interpretation, you have your interpretation, blah, 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 blah. Yo, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial here, and we see us next time.